Quantum physics says that everything you want already exists. And it exists in this place called the unified field. So where is this place? Where is this place called the unified field? This place that says everything you want already exists, all potential outcomes, everything's already there. It's just a matter of you observing it to experience the thing. So where is this place called the unified field? How do we go there? How do we get there, get what we want, and get out of there, right? Well, the unified field is all around you, and it is you, and it's me too. The unified field is founded on this knowledge that everything is energy. So this is what quantum physics tells us, that everything is energy. Everything is made of the same stuff. When you look at the material world here, and you see the house, the trees, and the computer, my coffee, at base form, at the tiniest molecular level, it's all made of the same stuff, energy. Okay? So that's how we can look at this. The material world presents itself as different forms of this energy. The material world, what you see here, what you experience, presents itself as different forms of energy. So a really easy way to think about this is with ice and steam. Ice and steam are both water. They're just vibrating at a different rate. So ice and steam are both water. Ice is on a lower vibration, a more dense material representation. Steam is on a higher vibration, a more spiritual representation, right? So we can look at ice as a representation of the material world on a lower vibration, and steam is a better representation of the spiritual world, a higher vibration. Okay? But at base form, the material world here is made of the same stuff. It's energy. This is what quantum physics tells us. So already with this video, I'm hoping you're liking this, okay? So this whole life experience that we have here is interconnected by this unified field, by it all being made of the same stuff. That's what we want to look at this, okay? That's what we want to look at this unified field. The unified field, this place that quantum physics tells us that all potential outcomes already exist, it's all there. And we're a part of it. We're a part of this energetic soup. We're a part of this field, okay? So, how do we use this information to access what we want? And that's a great question. That is a really good, great question here. So thank you for asking that question. How do we use this information here to access what we want? Because this is what science tells us here, that everything we want already exists in this unified field. Everything is energy made of the same stuff. Well, we first need to understand that we can change our energetic state. We can change our energy. Emotion is energy in motion. So if everything is energy here, we need to understand that we can change our energy. As a human, we can change our energy. Emotion is energy moving around. So when you feel fear, that's a lower vibration. You notice that fear feels dense, it feels heavy. So that's more of a representation of that material side of things, right? The ice, it's a lower vibration. The things that you want, your desires, are in that higher vibration, right? Those feelings of peace, abundance, love. That's where the desires lie, right? So that's a higher vibration. That's a better representation of the steam. That's the essence. Okay? So we can change our feeling state, the way we feel, to put us in a different energetic state. So maybe you can see where we're going with this, right? This means that we can put ourselves in the energetic state of our desire. Think about that. We can put ourselves in the energetic state of our desire. And by doing that, we communicate a new message to the unified field. Okay? So this is coming together nicely. We're connecting these things nicely. We communicate a new message to the unified field by putting ourselves in that energy of our desire. Like in that end result. Like it's done. We can do that. We can change our feeling state in that way. Now, this is where you got to prepare yourself, because this is where you feel delusional by doing this, of course. Okay? Because we live from the end result here. We live as the person to draw those things towards us. And we take our focus off of what the material world is telling us. We take our focus away from the external validation, because we're communicating a different energy, a different person, a different identity to the unified field. Okay? So what we're saying here is you need to live internally from the end experience. You live internally from the end experience. You live from the end result, the desired reality. Okay? So you have the desired reality in mind. You know what it is, right? It should be too difficult to figure out, but you have to write it out. You get clear on what it is, and you live out that end result. You live out that end result over and over and over again in your mind and body until it grows on you like a muscle. Until it grows on you like a muscle. So day after day, you live from the end experience. There's the unified field, this place that science tells us that all the outcomes already exist. It's just a matter of you observing it to draw that thing to you. This is how you observe it. This is how you change your energy to align with that desired reality. You put your energetic state into the end result. So you bring the full experience into your mind and body. You bring the full experience into your mind and body. The taste, the touch, the sight, the smell, the sounds. You bring the full experience into your mind and body first, then you experience the thing. It's like that message from the Bible. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, then all the other stuff will be added unto you. You seek first the end result, right? That higher frequency, higher vibration place of peace, abundance, gratitude, and the material world follows. So you change your energy in this way to communicate with the unified field that this is who I am. This is what's going on. This is who I am now. You tell the unified field that this is who I am. Then, once you do that, you let the results unfold ever so naturally.